Okay, this is just a quick test video to test the equipment and to test the software, and apparently there's kind of a little bit of a bug in the system, and I'm trying to make sure it all works. So here we go. I'm just going to do this very quickly and see if it loads up. That's all, and then I'll delete the video. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody understood the last video. I'm really glad to see that those believers out there that do understand how important it is that you understand if you're going to be in Jesus' church, you got to be on the rock, the Petra. If you don't even know what the rock is, you better seek it out with all your heart. I've shown it to you. Once you figure things out, you'll know that we have been bred with another race of beings, and then the Bible will validate all that for you, but you've got to look into the Bible. In fact, you got to go look up some meanings of some words and get, there's a real good program. It's eSword. Let's use this. I'll show you. Let me show you a good Bible tool to use while I'm doing this test. This is eSword. Now, it's just real simple for beginners and stuff. There's other programs that are more extensive and, and they're very costly too, some of them. But let me show you the way this works. You pick a chapter like Genesis or let's say Matthew. So, well, first of all, let me show you something real quick. I'm using what's called the KJV Plus. And that means it's King James Version plus, you see these numbers? That is the concordance, the Strong's Concordance. And what it does is it translates every single word for you. So, you want to see what the word woman is right there in Genesis 3. And you can click on that number and it'll bring it down here. And it says H, Hebrew number 802, Ish, Shah, and Nashim. The first form of the feminine, H36 and H582. When the second form is an irregular plural, woman used in the same one sense as H13, adulteress. So when you're looking at these words and you see these numbers, here's where the derivation of the word comes from. There are many words in Hebrew for the word woman, just like in Spanish. I speak fluent Spanish. There are a variety of words you can use that convey the thought woman. However, to use a word that conveys the thought adulteress is a very specific word. So therefore, you can ascertain what the implied meaning of that word is. And that way, you can get a more accurate representation of what the scripture says. And when you add that to the spiritual gift, like the Just a Messenger series that I did back in 2008, and you see an alien having sex with a human female, well, then you're like, now everything makes sense. Okay, so anyway, like I said, I'm just trying this out. I want to see if this thing works. I'm going to pause it now. Like I said, this is a test video. See if it uploads. Thank you.